The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Matt Bilbrey. Matt comes to us as a freshman from up on the plateau in Crossville, Tennessee at Stone Memorial High School. I've had this guy has got a lot of fans in the state of Tennessee. A bunch of people worked out on his behalf. We're excited to have him. He was a winner. Great coaching situation in high school. Great team in high school, and we think his best basketball's ahead of him. He's a high-end academic guy, and we just are of the entire signing class. He's the one that to me is just sort of. I'm really excited to see his progression, and we have time. Being he's a freshman, he doesn't have undue amount of pressure on him coming in, but I'm really excited to see how he comes along. Ousmane Ousmane is a junior college transfer from Casper Community College out in Wyoming, and he's also an international student. Good student, graduated already from his junior college and will be joining us. We feel like he is going to add value and depth in the paint. Losing Bryant Thomas, we needed to bring in some other big body types that are mobile, can help protect the rim, protect the paint, and secure our defensive scheme, but then has the ability to add value offensively. And we feel like Ousmane's got a really diverse skill set, good hands, good feel, good touch, can pass the ball, can make shots. So we're really excited about him as we go into the next season. David Gorianskii. Another junior college transfer, has 3 years of eligibility, but has already graduated. So a high-end academic guy, international student as well. Big and mobile, 7-footer that's got great mobility, got really good bounce. We feel like he's going to add value and depth. With the departure of Bryant Thomas, we were wanting to do that to give ourselves multiple options in the middle of our zone, but also have an ability to make up some of the offensive loss that we had with Bryant. So knowing that he's got multiple years, we like those kind of guys because they can really sort of get invested and grow in the program. And we're excited to see what he does. Trey Hubbard. Trey's a transfer from Queens University of Charlotte. Trey was a part of the transition from D2 to Division I for Queens. Played a lot in his time at Queens. Played a lot, especially that last year D2, which was his freshman season. But he was a guy that we knew that we were losing Luke Brennigan and needed to find some new point play. And we went out with the intent of trying to find a fast, quick, 94-foot speedster that could get in the paint, but could also solidify our defense at the front of our zone. And we feel like we've hit a home run in Trey with that regard. He has got elite speed, quickness, and he will be able to put that on display on both sides of the ball. And we feel like had he been able to be a part of our program this past season, it would have made a big difference for us, even though we were pleased with what we had. But he's just different, and will be, I think, a sort of a unique piece for our team and in our conferences next season. Ashton Troutman, he's a freshman coming to us from the state of North Carolina. He had a really, really strong high school career. Big body type, but a really diverse, versatile skill set, can play in, can play out, is sort of sneaky athletic with the way he can move and can explode off the floor. I think he's got an unlimited ceiling at this point. He's a freshman, so we have some time, but we want to see where he goes with this thing. We've had some other kids like him in the past that ended up being high-end players for us for multiple years, and I expect that something similar can happen with Ashton. Bryce Weinmunson, he's a transfer, a D2 transfer from Clayton State, whom we played this past season. Played against him. He was a true freshman playing at Clayton, and he's a guy that we feel like gives us depth on the perimeter at the 1 and the 2. He's got a really good body type, big, strong body, sort of very similar to some of our current roster. He's got a really, really strong offensive game, understands the game, not only can score it himself from multiple areas on the court, but also understands how to collectively play with the group. And I think he's also a guy that defensively, because of his smarts, will learn what we do defensively in our zone quickly, and will be able to fit in from the get-go in that regard. So, a guy that already has a lot of experience, even though he's going to have 3 to play. He's got a lot of experience at the college level, and we feel like that will do nothing but make him a viable option for us next season. Well, we wanted to make sure that we added some depth at the point, and we feel like we've done that. We also wanted to find some big mobile body types to help us with the loss of Bryant. So Bryant and Luke and Ivan, in particular, those 3 guys were big losses. But we feel like we found some guys that potentially could do that. And then we wanted to have some awareness of our class distribution. So we've gone out and taken 4 transfers. 2 of them have 2 years left. 2 of them have 3 years left. And then we signed a couple of high school guys with 4 years of eligibility in front of them. So we've tried to bounce our classes out. We know we've got a really big junior class returning, and that'll be good for us, I guess, in the short term. But you want to try to sort of bounce it out a little bit so that you don't have big gaps to fill. And we feel like we've been intentional about trying to fix that.